hysterical reactions in the past few days came from a former Obama administration U.S. attorney who says the president should be stripped of his office.
It could be that President Trump procured the presidency by fraud. When immigrants procure their citizenship by fraud, we strip them of their citizenship. When a president procures his presidency by fraud, should we consider doing the same?
Alan Dershowitz is, of course, a retired Harvard Law School professor. He's the author of the book, The Case Against Impeaching Trump, and he joins us tonight. Professor, I got a couple questions, but the first relates just to the soundbite we played. Is there a provision in the Constitution for stripping, whatever that means, stripping the presidency from a president who you think is illegitimate, whatever that means?
Sure, it's called the 25th Amendment, but not on the grounds of illegitimacy. I want everyone out there to imagine the following scenario. Let's assume when Bill Clinton was running for president, Paula Jones came up to him and said, unless you pay me $130,000, I'll reveal our affair. And let's assume Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton together did exactly what it's alleged that Donald Trump and Cohen did together. I guarantee you the New York Times, NBC, MSNBC would be railing against any prosecutor who dared to suggest that this was a violation of the campaign finance law. Everybody would be on the other side of this issue. There'd be Republicans out there saying, strip him of the presidency, impeach him, indict him. Every Democrat would be saying, this is a witch hunt. This is terrible. We need a single standard. If you wouldn't go after Bill Clinton, don't go after Donald Trump. If you're going after Donald Trump, then you have to go after Hillary Clinton for everything that she allegedly did. For example, one of your guests talked about the Federal Corrupt Practices Act. That applies when you bribe a foreign official. What they're arguing is that there was a rumor that maybe somebody offered Putin a penthouse in a tower that Trump was thinking of building in Moscow. And if that had been done, it would be a violation of the FCPA, Federal Corrupt Practices Act. But it's all based on hypotheticals and maybes. And I just want everybody to apply the shoe on the other foot test. If Hillary Clinton were president and the Republicans were saying lock her up, everybody would be on the other side. They'd be screaming about how dare you expand criminal statutes? How dare you expand the criteria for impeachment? Now all these liberal Democrat fair-weather civil libertarians are saying the hell with the Constitution, the hell with civil liberties, put all that aside, get Trump. That's the most important consideration. Get him by any means possible. This is such a danger to our constitutional system that I would hope that true civil libertarians would rebel against it as I am.
Is it unfair to describe this scenario as extortion? I say, I know something about your sex life. I know a secret about you that you want to keep, that's non-criminal, but that you want to keep hidden. And unless you pay me money, I'm going to reveal it. That seems like textbook extortion to me. Why is it not?
It is absolutely textbook extortion, and there ought to be a prosecution of any person, man or woman, who approaches any candidate or anybody else and says, unless you pay me money, I'm going to reveal a sex act that occurred. That is absolute classic extortion. And it's shocking that the special counsel looking into this, who has a broad mandate, he described it very broadly, isn't looking into the extortion committed by at least the porn star whose lawyer obviously approached the candidate or the candidate's people and threatened exposure. Otherwise, why would you pay? Just listen to the tape. The tape makes that clear, the tape that Cohen made unwittingly of President Trump. It's clear that they were paying off an extortion in order to prevent these issues from coming out for multiple reasons, to protect his family, to protect his brand, possibly to influence the campaign. Let's remember one more thing. A president can contribute a candidate as much as he wants. If Bloomberg runs for president, he could announce tomorrow, I'm not taking a nickel. I'm putting $1 billion of my own money into this campaign. That's perfectly legitimate. As far as reporting is concerned, it's the campaign that has to report. And if these payments had to be reported, they had to be reported after the election. The reporting time was after the election. So it couldn't have impacted the election. So the absurd notion that he won the presidency by fraud and should be stripped of the presidency reflects incredible ignorance about the timing here and how these statutes operate.
This is getting so crazy, it's making my head spin. I appreciate your coming on and explaining that to us, Professor. Thank you very much.